Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live reaction of episode 14 of Championship Wrestling from Memphis. A lot going on the program today, just like last week. So, woo! Come on in. Let's talk some Memphis wrestling, shall we? Let's see. There we go. Big Dan is in the house. Big Dan. Shout out to you and your family. Hope everything is going much better. I know you've had a crazy week, and thanks for joining us in the live chat and the live reaction. Great show this week. All sorts of drama with Paris Kelly, Eric McMahon, and of course, Diana Taylor. And then you've got the tag team division absolutely on fire. What's going on with the Skimmerhorns and Uncle Mikey? What? Who brings their uncle to a fight against the posse? The Skimmerhorns, that's who. So that was a lot of fun. And then, of course, Alan Steele and Johnny Dotson interrupting myself, my Maria, and Pete Pranica, who, by the way, big, huge playoff game tonight at FedEx Forum. Pete Pranica's calling the action. So really appreciate him taking the time to come out and call some Memphis wrestling with us. He's from Milwaukee, so growing up with the Crusher and all the greats from up north, and then coming down and knowing the history of Memphis wrestling. And he called the action. It was great. I loved it. So Brad Skimmerhorn, of course, is in the house. You're popping today. The show is killer today. Match of the day has to be the Skims versus the Goats. Of course you think that, but I would also agree with that, man. Absolutely. We run this roost now, Dustin. Get ready for it. All right. Well, you guys haven't won a match, I don't think, but you are in the mix just by the antics that you put on, I guess. Big Swole, Justin Cole says, great show. Norman's going to learn real quick. I'm not putting up with anybody's crap anymore. Well, I can't wait to see that. Big victory. That was a great match with Max Stone. Swole slam. It was awesome. Good stuff. Lamb, also congratulations on having the very first match inside the Wrestle Center. So that's available right here on our YouTube channel. You can go to feature matches and also web exclusives. It's Big Swole, Justin Cole versus Precious. That was the very first match inside the Wrestle Center, and it was our YouTube exclusive bonus match. Lamb says they're coming. Jimmy Blaylock's been saying it for weeks. They're coming, and we know who it is. It's the Crowleys, and it's the Revenant of Walker Hayes. But when are they coming? Stay tuned. Calvin says Action Jackson and Brett Michaels got the victory over Johnny Dotson and Alan Steele. Brett Michaels with the gun show lariat has now pinned Johnny Dotson and Alan Steele. And if he does it again next week, he's going to be the new Memphis Heritage Champion. Do you think we have a new champ next week? Put it in the chat. Big Dan says, great tag team match, especially since the Goats won. Man, that was a great, fantastic match. Zay Washington is incredible. Aaron Roberts is just absolutely house of fire on those hot tags. And then the Skimmerhorns, man, they're really, really good. Don't tell them I said that. Malone's Family Circle, what's up? He says, what's up, Justin Cole? T. King, oh, yeah. Brian Underwood says, great show. Dominic, hey, 5-star. I'm ready for my weekly 5-star showcase. Oh, yeah. Big Swole says, huge honor. Coley says, who's the United TV champion? The United TV champion is Levi Shapiro. But the gun show Brett Michaels actually showed up on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood today. So you can watch it on this YouTube channel right here. Gun show Brett Michaels did show up, and you're going to see him in Hollywood. He might be the next United TV champion. Let me get caught up here. What's on your hoodie? Well, that's the Memphis Grizzlies on my hoodie. Big playoff matchup tonight at FedEx Forum. I believe we are over 65% capacity, which is going to be over 10,000 people. It's going to be exciting. It's playoff time. The Growl Towels and Super Grizz always has something up his sleeve for the playoffs. And typically, it's got a little sprinkle of Memphis wrestling. So stay tuned for that. Keith says Dotson and Steele got what they deserved. I agree with that. Brian says, I think we may have a new champ next week. It could absolutely happen. Big Dan says that 450 splash, though. Oh, my goodness. Smooth as silk. I think I said it was smooth as water. Fantastic 450. Destiny, what's up? I only got to see the last match. How much action was that? I'm trying to get all caught up, and I'm loving it. You got to check it out. Welcome, Destiny. I appreciate you for coming in. Got the 5 in the sky. Oh, yeah. I hope you're enjoying the Wrestle Center. Lots of hard work we put into it. And coming up on our June 13th taping, those of you who are there live, you get to see the brand new set. Well, we've made some additions to the set. So you'll see our show continually progress and hopefully get a little better each and every time that you watch. Lamb says Levi Shapiro with 10 title defenses. Yeah, absolutely incredible. Shout out to Levi Shapiro and thanks to Howdy Price. Calvin says, can't wait for next week. I love the great show. Thank you so much, Calvin. We appreciate it. All those matches that you saw on today's episode are available in full on this YouTube channel right now. T. King says, slap the taste out of Jimmy Blaylock's mouth. You know I'd love to. Brad Skimmerhorn says, I'm saying it now. The Skimmerhorns will be tag team champions before this is all said and done, Big Dustin. Not sure why they call me Big Dustin, but okay, that's cool. Brad, you could. Maybe the first match you ever win could be the tag title match. I don't know. But good stuff, man. Hats off to you. Big Swole Justin Cole, huge game tonight. Super Grizz needs some backup tonight. I'd love to see Big Swole Justin Cole standing next to Super Grizz. Coley says Orange Cassidy will be the new AEW World Champion. You can watch AEW Double or Nothing absolutely free tomorrow night at Dave & Buster's in Memphis. Like I said, it's free. I know that's a $60 pay-per-view. You can show up at Dave & Buster's and watch absolutely free. There's a nice section there for us, but you can sit anywhere you want because all the TVs will be on AEW Double or Nothing. And then also, by the way, before we talk about some more wrestling, I apologize for any inconvenience for anybody that was coming out to Drive-In Wrestling today. The foundation, along with Championship Wrestling from Memphis, both mutually agreed that it would be in the best interest due to circumstances beyond our control. We're just like sports, guys. You know, things happen, and we've postponed that show, and we will have a new date set very, very soon to help benefit the Heal the Hood Foundation of Memphis and the Hero Empowerment Center. So just wanted to put that out there. There was a lot of promotion on today's show about it. Unfortunately, we can't have that event today like we planned, and I apologize for that. Refunds for those tickets, for those of you who have bought, have already been processed. So if you didn't get that, go ahead and reach out to us at Championship Wrestling Memphis at gmail.com. Brian says, Skimmerhorns really brought their uncle. I think the posse thought the same thing. Coley says false, or Malone says Coley false. My boy Pac will be the new AEW World Champion. Brad Skimhorn says, Brian, don't hate because Uncle Mikey is handsome and has a nice mustache. Is that what we're calling that now? Nice. Okay. Malone says, Brad, you're highly mistaken, sir. Oh, gosh, I think I'm in the middle of a fight here. Let me see. Uncle Mikey needs a straight jacket. He's crazy. Lamb says, I wouldn't be mad if the Skimmerhorns become the first tag team champions. It could happen, but they sure better hope that there's not some sort of ranking system as to who's going to get the shot at the titles, because I don't think they've won a single match yet, to be honest with you. Have they, Lamb? You're the statistician. Brian says, who will be the first best of the best challenger? So that was interesting on today's show. Is Austin Lane. Great promo, the best of the best challenge, which means anybody. It's an open challenge next week. He said somebody that's in the roster, somebody that's not in the roster. It could be somebody new. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. Who's going to answer the call next week? And what happens if they beat you, Austin? Because it could happen. Are they the best of the best? Stay tuned. Calvin says Dan Joseph needs to get his lights punched out for turning his back on the fans of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Man, yeah, he's lost his mind. Malone, can you tell why y'all had to postpone? It would be due to the weather is not looking very good, and then also there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff as far as actually, no, I'm not 100% sure. The foundation and us got together about it, and I believe it was due to restrictions as far as health guidelines and such. COVID still is a thing. So unfortunately, we had to reschedule that event. Let's see, where am I? That's for you, Malone's Family Circle. And also, it was announced on today's show and on social media earlier last week that on June 26th, Memphis Wrestling is coming to Hernando, Mississippi to Commerce Street Market for Summer Showdown 21. It's absolutely free. Mem Pops will be there. And then also 2 Buck Grilled Cheese Truck will be the food truck that's there on site. And then also you can catch the stars of Memphis Wrestling absolutely free. The food's not free, but the wrestling's free, and they have the best deals in town. That's at Commerce Street Market, 74 West Commerce Street in Hernando, Mississippi's favorite one-stop shop. So that's coming up on June 26th. Okay, so Rob says to Brad, the dishes ain't going to wash themselves. Keith says Walker Hayes and the Crowleys are scary and dangerous. I hate to say this with Blaylock in their corner. They are, and I can't wait to see them. I like to see them. I'm a fan of theirs. But with Jimmy Blaylock, there's no telling what they might do. So Dominic says, I was shocked when Bret Michaels appeared on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Well, stay tuned. You got more of the Memphis guys and gals going to be on there as well. Brad says we won 8-man tag team action. Okay, you paid the Big Ace and Big Jack, you paid them to be your partners, I remember. Okay, and then you walked out on the bill. You didn't even pay them, allegedly. So, yeah, cool story, Brad Skimmerhorn. Big Dan says, can Diana and Nikki team up and both give Eric a DDT? That would be great. Let's book it. Coley says the pandemic is going to be an end in July. I hope you're right, Coley. Rob says if Bret can show up in Hollywood, then any can show for the best of the best. That's exactly right. Lamb says we all lost our cool once. It happens, right? I think he's talking about Dan Joseph. I hope you can make it as well. Malone's Family Circle. I'm coming home from summer camp at Arkansas that night. Okay, well, very cool. Well, we just to wrap up here real quick is we have an event TV at the Wrestle Center on June the 13th. And then we have Memphis Wrestling Saturday night taking place on June the 19th. And then on June the 26th, we're going to be in Hernando, Mississippi at Commerce Street Market. And then, of course, we're going to have a brand new schedule that's going to be coming up in July. So a lot of stuff happening, along with crowning our first ever Memphis Wrestling Tag Team Champions and crowning the first ever, not just our first ever, but the first ever Memphis Wrestling Women's Champion. And the focus of June 13th's television taping will be based off of the Women's Championship. So coming very, very soon. I think there's a couple of more comments here that I'll read, and then I've got to dart out of here. You got to check out Rolling Into Mempho today. I was actually on Rolling Into Mempho earlier this week, giving my hits, my misses, my MVPs, what I'm looking forward to the most moving forward. I was speaking candidly about the product, what I liked and what I didn't like. So hopefully you guys get a chance to take a look at it. You can watch it on this YouTube channel. And then put in the comments if you agree or disagree, or if I missed something that should be better. That's what we're doing, is improving each and every week for you guys. Rob says, I hope Watts shows up for the best of the best. Man, I miss Watts. I'd love to have Watts in town. We do have Cece Chanel, Ruby Reyes. They're both coming in town for June 13th. And then in our July taping, Killer Bay Heather Monroe will be in the house. Calvin says, will there ever be a Memphis Tag Team Championship tournament someday? Possibly a tournament, but we did a tournament for the Cobra Cup, so we're looking for a different, more unique way to crown the tag team title. So you'll see that coming up very, very soon. Malone says, the 2 most annoying people in Memphis wrestling, 1 is Jimmy Blaylock and 2 is Eric McMahon. And 100%, I agree with you. Big Dan, got to order my Stinkerhorn t-shirt. Man, with this new 20% off, you can use SLAM21 at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com/store in order to save 20% right now to get those t-shirts. I spent over $200 just the other day ordering all the brand new Swole America t-shirt, the Stinker Horns t-shirts. Man, I went all out. I got my brand new King Cobra t-shirt, even got my boy Brady one of those. So go check those out. That's championshipwrestlingmemphis.com/store. Keith says the Skimmerhorns are so arrogant. They are, and there's not really a reason for it. Rob says family of Circle. Don't forget the Stinkerhorns. Love me some CC. Might have to take CC out myself, Big Dan. There you go. All right. Well, I really appreciate everybody for watching Memphis Wrestling today. And I hope to see you guys and gals next week as well. Of course, there's going to be highlights and brand new videos that are going to drop tomorrow as well as today. And then we'll start building towards next week. And it's the first ever Memphis Heritage Championship match where Alan Steele, with Johnny Dotson in his corner, is going to go one-on-one, allegedly, against the gun show Bret Michaels. I'm just going to call it right here, folks. I should be impartial. But boy, the gun show knocking Alan Steele's head off today, it could absolutely happen next week, and we could have a brand new champion. Big Swole says, I grabbed a couple of Championship Wrestling tank tops from our workouts. Appreciate that. Hope you've got the show on in the gym today. Heath says, make Blaylock wrestle Michaels. Oh, that would be great. Destiny says, hit the like button, please. Thank you, Destiny. Rob says, great show. See you next week. Big Dan says, new Memphis Heritage Champion. And I'm going to say, see you guys later. It is a big, big time right now for Memphis sports with the Memphis Grizzlies in the playoffs tonight at FedEx Forum, and then also on Monday at FedEx Forum. Dave and Buster's free watch party for Double or Nothing takes place tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And then, of course, you got Memphis Redbirds baseball all next week, Grizzlies basketball, pro wrestling, Memphis wrestling is back, and we've got our live events coming up. Can't wait to see you guys out there. Lincoln Loud says this. We'll see you next week. See you guys next week. All right, guys. Dustin Starr here checking out. So long, everybody. And a real quick, oh, yeah. Orange Cassidy for champ. I love it.